we are looking at another round of monsoon storms and a downpour in the valley. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nohelani Graf. Just in, word that Glendale Fire is helping people at an apartment complex that has no air conditioning. Think about how hot it was today. Ash is now flying and just seconds ago started these small little spot fires. Searched her purse and in the center pocket pulled out a Ziploc bag that had 3 syringes, trying to fit them into boxes like this. They're not very big. While we have you there, I'm going to switch gears for just a second. I have to ask you about the weather because we just saw that video that you sent in not far from where you are. What is it like where the march is happening right now? There are fire restrictions in place. There's still a lot of dry brush here. Starts pounding on their window. Imagine how scary that is. Now factor in that you're not from this area. You're from New Mexico. You're unfamiliar with the roads. I don't pay attention to what I'm doing, that it just kind of blows you away. I really have to focus, like planting my feet. So many lucky cats and dogs get to sleep in their new, safe beds tonight, thanks to many of you. We begin with a weather alert tonight. We are looking at another round of monsoon storms and a downpour in the valley. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nohelani Graf. We want to take a live look outside right now over the valley. You can see those thick, dark storm clouds overhead. We want to continue our team coverage live now with ABC 15's John Erickson. He is in North Phoenix. John is at Tatum and Deer Valley. What are you seeing out there, John? Certainly a stunning image, and we want everyone who is looking out there, and you as well, John, to be safe. Stay away from the rest of that water. Let's go now to ABC 15's Sarah Goldenberg. She is joining us live. Sarah, where are you right now? What are you seeing? And we know, Sarah, that certainly conditions can change in a moment, so you should never count it out that you're going to stay dry. Thanks very much. We'll check in with you later. Let's bring in meteorologist Laura Thomas now. She's been tracking this storm through your eyes. She joins us from our social media center with some of our viewer pictures and videos. We've sure been getting a lot of them, Laura. Thanks, Laura, and of course our viewers, always our eyes and ears out there in the storm. Now, this is probably the last situation you want to end up in tonight. No thanks to wild weather, one family is going through an unexpected move today. The storm collapsed part of their apartment's roof. Evidence of the wind and rain right there. The blue sky, not the way they wanted to see it. This was through what was supposed to be their roof. Before the family even realized how bad it was, Dad started putting out pots and pans to catch the rain. They are safe. That is the good news. Now, a warning about driving through standing water. This is the scene last night. I was there myself, and I can tell you that this normally looks like the area where John was just a moment ago near Tatum. A woman continued driving through a wash after a torrential downpour near 7th Avenue and Coral Gables Drive last night. Her car stalls, and the water begins to rise. The torrents of water then carried the vehicle and pinned it against a concrete barrier. She was trapped inside. Jelena Bear saw the whole thing and called 911. A suspicious death is being investigated north of the valley. It is a former ASU football star. That is confirmed by the university's sports information director. Robbed at Blade Point. 2 teens rob a Phoenix gas station with a machete. The video that could help catch them next. Laura, is this going to move into our area, and how bad is the deaths that we're looking at? An unusual mission for MCSO divers after a freak accident at Lake Pleasant. They pulled a car out of the water today with a dead dog inside. We're told it was the dog that caused this accident. MCSO says a little after 10 last night, they got a call that that car had rolled into the lake. The caller says their dog was tied up to the outside of the car, somehow got inside and was able to get it out of park, and the car rolled into the water. The caller said they tried to get the dog out last night, but they just couldn't do it. It took divers and a tow truck to get it back onto land today. A rally tonight for the 23 dogs that died at a Gilbert kennel. Supporters set to march to the unveiling of a memorial for those dogs. ABC 15's John Erickson live in Gilbert. Now, John, that march just about to get underway?
Back to you, Nohe.
Unwavering support, John. And while we have you there, I'm going to switch gears for just a second. I have to ask you about the weather because we just saw that video that you sent in not far from where you are. What is it like where the march is happening right now? Phoenix police are asking for help finding 2 men who assaulted a security guard at a Circle K store. That security guard was later killed at his home. Police giving us new surveillance video, but we want to warn you first, it is disturbing. Here it is. An unusual mountain rescue in Phoenix. This one very early this morning. It happened in the Deem Hills Recreation Area. That's in the far North Valley near Happy Valley Road and I-17. Word that Glendale Fire is helping people at an apartment complex that has no air conditioning. Think about how hot it was today. It's in the area of 67th Avenue and Maryland. Glendale Fire says a woman called worried about her husband's health. He has a medical condition and the AC has been off all day. When crews arrived, they found several units without any air, so they started handing out water bottles and checking out residents. No one was taken to the hospital. Management now tells Glendale Fire an AC repair crew is on the way to fix that problem. The Valley has lost 3 officers in just the last 2 months. Who's helping raise spirits and money for their families? Also ahead, getting construction on track, why there's a new momentum for extending the Northwest Light Rail.
Drastically worse. It's coming up that hill because it's in the big eucalyptus trees right now.
Sean Hunt watches as the wind quickly stokes fire lines across the street from his property.
I've seen it get all the way to the road here. It's underneath the trees.
Flames jump into open fields. Propane tanks explode nearby. Still, Hunt holds out on his hill, exit plan ready.
I have a road that goes through, yeah. I'm the only one that has a road that goes out to the bottom, so.
What happens that makes you take that road and get out of here?
Seen it cross the field.
Seconds later,
holy crap, that's my way out.
embers blow into the grass on his hill. Spot fires ignite.
Hey, go get my fire hose. Will you unhook it and bring it over to this fire hydrant?
A last-ditch effort, and it's time to move.
Definitely getting nerve-wracking now.
You're stuck next to a road that now looks like a river, strapping on a rescue harness, so of course the next thing you do is start recording on your cell phone, right?
We're going for a ride.
At least that's what Chris Stein did.
I knew I'm getting safe at this point, so I was starting to tweet stuff.
That's right, tweet. Chris and his buddy Stephen Hobel wanted to do some storm watching.
It felt like probably 5 minutes, but it was only 30 seconds.
In the blink of an eye, the storm came to them. A flash flood started to swallow Chris's Bronco.
Floorboards first, and then it just kept rising.
The 19-year-olds climbed a tree, tangling with thorns while they waited.
But we didn't even care. Just hold on.
When helicopters started circling, Chris got on the phone with dispatch. A rope dropped a harness, and off went Stephen, 30 feet in the air, flying over the now gushing stream of water. Then it was Chris's turn.
Got one hell of a view out here.
Which brings us back to the cell phone. With the Bronco in the rear view and a friendly face ahead, there's really only one reaction you could get from 2 guys who just took the ride of their lives.
Thought it was the coolest
Oh yeah,
thing.
it was pretty cool.
If I get it on the pool table, it's a home run.
A simple pleasure. Dad playing ball with his son.
Gotta hit it right there.
For Kyle Bird, though, playing with family is child's play. After all, this 6-year-old isn't just a super fan. He plays for the Diamondbacks. In April, Kyle made his pitching debut at Chase Field.
I was not nervous.
Not at all?
Yeah, not even nervous.
It was the work of Make-A-Wish Arizona, and thanks to ESPN's My Wish, it's now a moment that's been seen around the country. Kyle's true wish was to be an actual team member.
I even got my old Bronco in the clubhouse. Oh my God!
His dad, Chris, says in a situation where most would be starstruck, his son was all business.
He was a ball player. He's not like I get to meet these guys. He's like, these are my peers. You know, I'm with these guys.
He lists players the way anyone would name their close friends.
Goldie and Dee and Kubo.
Plays with a plastic bat signed by them. Who he gave hitting tips to, like a true athlete, is his own worst critic.
I'm not very good at pitching because I always throw the ball down.
Especially when he saw the playback of his own performance.
It was hilarious when he was just like, I can't watch, I can't watch.
For his parents, the wish was all about the moment.
It's not giving him a normal day, it's giving him an extraordinary day. You know, and it's kind of like, you know, the world stops for them for a day.
But for Kyle, it's not that the world stopped, it's that he's now a part of the world of baseball.